It's 5 p.m.
All right, quiet on the set.
Shh, listen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world. Polkas After Dark. This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now. It's another live broadcast special edition. Now your host, voted your number one IJs of the year by the members of the United States Polka Association for 2023 and 2024. Here's your host of Polkas After Dark, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. It's all good, kids, because you guys are here with us.
And we're here with you.
Right here on Polkas After Dark on Facebook Live and also
on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, we want to send a happy congratulations, excellent job for the Buffalo Polka Boosters. I know Mr. Ed Rajewski isn't on as of yet, but I'm sure he will be, and we'll make sure that he sees that. What a great time yesterday.
It was wonderful.
Kristiansky outdid herself one more time with the directors and the officers. They run a very tight ship. It was awesome. The food was fantastic. The people that we sat with at the table, they were okay, I guess. But
actually, we had the best dinner companions.
Yes, we did.
It was very nice.
Yes, we did. And today we are going to be interviewing live one of our Canadian friends. Mr. Ed Guca is going to be joining us from the Polish, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to adjust something here. Polish Canadians. Okay, your microphone sound. Hold on. Just say something.
What would you like me to say? It
sounds
just fine to me.
Now it does, yes. Yeah, and we are so excited that you guys decided to join us here today. Ed Guca joins us at about 5:30 in about 27 minutes or so. We're going to start some things out. We're going to say hello to Marlene and Tim Rohal. They're here this evening. Also, we're going to say hey to John Konings. He is here. Also, let's see, Valerie Soul, Linda P., Linda Petrozeski is here, Mr. Luke Moroshek, and also David Matera is joining us from the Chicagoland area. And Jerry, do you have anybody approaching the YouTube site yet?
Just Sharon Golden's hanging with me so far.
Yeah.
And we've got a bunch of other people on here. They're just not signed in to the chat room as of yet.
I know one person that's going to be in there pretty soon, and that is our buddy out in Wisconsin. The concertina guy extraordinaire, the little dude that has a lot of power behind him, and we're talking about Xander Z. So let's go ahead, bring up a song by Ed Guca and the Polish Canadians. Here's one for the Rohals. Here's one called Happy People.
Everywhere we play we find happy people. Everywhere we go they all swing and sway. Everyone we meet is a happy people. Stay with us and you'll be happy too. Let me tell ya how to be a happy people. All you have to do is sing along with us. It's so easy, you'll be glad you're happy people. So sing this little happy tune with us. Goes like this. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. You're the kind of people that we love to play for. You're the type of people that are really great. There's no real hate between us, happy people. There is only love and happy times. So let's do it one more time, my happy people. Let's all sing together, 'cause this happiness is near. It's so easy, you'll be glad you're happy people. So sing this little happy tune with us. Now everybody. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Now one more time. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
A Polkas After Dark, getting things off and running on a Sunday afternoon broadcast. Oh, I hit my head on the A.
You do that a lot.
Ow.
Between the A and the D.
That's nasty. That's sharp. She should have filed that down before she sent it to us. Egads. That's one of Marlene Rohal's little tricks there. Hey, folks, we want to welcome you to Polkas After Dark. We're excited because Mr. Ed Guca from Canada is going to be joining us in just a little while. We've got a great crowd here already. We're excited to say, Luke Maroshek, once again, welcome. And thanks for tuning us in here to Polkas After Dark. Hey, we also have Andrew Haverlick. He is here. Let's see here. Oh, Valerie says, Merry Christmas to you both. Well, Valerie, thank you so much. God bless you and your family. Hope you have a great Christmas holiday. Let's see here. Chris Curtis is here. Also, we want to say hello to Wally Rechkowski. Hello to you, Wally. And it looks like Robin Becker is here. Evan Bozzarelli, hello to you, Evan. And we also want to say hello to our gal, Gail Vojtovich. It looks like Charlene Novicheski is here. Hello to you, Char. We were thinking about you yesterday. We owe you a telephone call, by the way, kiddo. Ed Ryeski is on, Jerry. Hey,
he is.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, can I get it right this
okay,
time? Wait.
Yeah, okay, you ready?
Yeah, I think
All right?
so.
Yeah, take a look at this, kids. Huh? Look at that.
I had it wrong.
Look at that. See, look, I know I had to spin it around a little bit. Take a look at these. These are drink coasters that Mr. Ed Ryeski distributed to everybody over at the Buffalo Polka Booster Christmas party last night. We had a fantastic time. If you weren't there, shame on you. You missed one whale of a good time. The New Direction Band played. They sounded awesome with a whole host of tunes that they did. Not only their polkas, waltzes, and obedics, but also their Christmas songs. Of course, the nice sing-alongs. Sue Howard, we missed you yesterday, sweetie. Hey, we're going to say hello to Carol Barron. She is here this afternoon. Also, let's see who else. Alice Fischler is joining us. She says, Happy Third Advent. Let's see. Also, Jerome Skrasinski is here. Hello to you. And we're going to be bringing up some more polkas by the man himself, Ed Guca, with the Polish Canadians. Here's a polka medley.
Żeby kamień pływał, jakieś ty mnie nie chciał, choć coś u mnie śpiewał. Nie chcę się ożenić, hej moja Marysiu, bo jak się ożenim, to już po wszystkiemu. Hej polska muzyka, hej dana, wszyscy bardzo lubią, jak skrzypce zagrają. Łajdana, ze mną tancowała. Łajdana, do samego rana. Łajdana, noga zabolała. Łajdana, a ona nie dbała.
Ed Guca, the Polish Canadians, with a nice polka medley here, right here on Polkas After Dark. Hey, folks, we thank you ever so much for joining us here on a Sunday afternoon. We know you guys are busy. You got a lot of things going on around the holidays, and we find it that you find us very special to be hanging out with us this afternoon, this evening. We're going to say hi to Bob Kalisek. He is here. Also, Mary Melmuka. Hello to you, Mary, and welcome to Polkas After Dark once again. Hey, we've got a little bit of prayer news, folks. For all you prayer warriors, we got a chance to speak with Ann Bozzarelli's daughter today, Amanda. And the family is requesting, and we are requesting prayers. I am a very good friend of the Bozzarellis because, Evan Bozzarelli is here on the broadcast this evening. Vinny, of course, is his dad. And, of course, Andy Bozzarelli was the brother of Vinny Bozzarelli and also the husband of Ann. And we are saddened to hear that she is in the hospital. She does need some prayers, so please make sure that you pray this evening and make sure that you get your prayers and contact some of your other folks, your other prayer warriors, and let them know that Ann Bozzarelli does need some prayers. We do know that she had a setback, a minor stroke, and she is in the UPMD, the University of Pittsburgh Medical, or UPMC, the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. And again, prayers, we would love to have them, love to have you send them her way and the family's way. God bless her. And, we hate to hear about things like this, Jerry, around the holidays.
I hate to hear about it anytime.
Well, yeah, that's true. And, but again, we do appreciate your thoughts and prayers going out to the Bozzarelli family for Ann. And let's go ahead and bring up another song by Ed Guca and the Polish Canadians. And here's one called Love Is Polka.
that we eat. If we need them, then I need you. We have grass that is green, we have apples that are red. If they don't change, then why should you? Love is everything you wish for. Love is someone loving you. Rainy days are never lonely when your loved one is very close to you. Love is everything you wish for. Love is someone loving you. Rainy days are never lonely when your loved one is very close to you. Love is warm when it starts, like the first signs of spring. Everything's new, the skies are blue. If you cry, you're in love, but forgive and believe. Your loved one will make it up to you. Love is everything you wish for. Love is someone loving you. Rainy days are never lonely when your loved one is very close to you. Love is everything you wish for. Love is someone loving you. Rainy days are never lonely when your loved one is very close to you.
Love is Polka. That once again is Ed Guca, the Polish Canadians, and we're going to be getting Ed on the phone here very shortly. He's coming up at 5:30 p.m. to get a chance to chat with us and tell us all about his life story. You know, we were fortunate, Jerry, to have him on back in August 22nd of 2021. And I'm anxious to find out. I'm anxious to find out what's happened in his life the past 4 years, because he, of course, has recorded a few more albums, or should I say, CDs, MP3s, whatever they're selling nowadays.
More music.
Yeah, exactly. More music. That is for certain. Hey, folks, we also want to make mention of something that's going to take place this coming Saturday, the 20th, and that, of course, is going to take place right here on Polkas After Dark from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We want you to join us for our tribute to the one and only Tommy Golden. Tommy left us back in October way too soon, and we understand that on the 19th, Friday, is going to be his first heavenly birthday, and he would have been 70 years old, or he's going to be 70 years old. That's what we want to say. He's going to be 70. We have a lot of surprises in store for you, so please make sure that you join us for that. Chris Tansky was kind enough to let us set flyers out on the main table yesterday to let people know. And we also have something coming up on the 27th, and we'll be discussing that with you folks as well. But we want to thank you very much for tuning us in here. Polkas After Dark. Here's one called Marianka. Here is Ed Guca.
Na zabawie spotkałem ładną pannę. Muzyka gra wesoło, tancują naokoło. Marianka tańce mną, Marianka nam grają aż do rana. Marianka tańce mną, Marianka nam grają, moja dana.
Hey, good evening to Sue Blackburn, also Rich Walzak. He's in the house this evening.
żegnamy, ale za krótką chwilę razem się znów spotkamy. Marianka, tańce mną, Marianka nam grają aż do rana. Marianka, tańce mną, Marianka nam grają, moja dana.
Yes, sirree. Hey, we're going to change it up a little bit. We got some really cool tunes sent over to us today, or should I say yesterday. We were unavailable, but we were able to download these today. And Nick Teaberry from the Pennsylvania area around Pittsburgh, he and a couple of musicians, Mr. Volek, got together and they recorded a couple of polka songs, and we're going to play a couple of those for you right now. Here is one called Merry Christmas Polka. Hey, hello to Pat Mazer. That's Nick Teaberry from the Pennsylvania area, a little bit of a tune recorded many years ago by Mr. Ed Blazonczyk and the Versatones. Hey, we're going to go ahead and give a call real quick, get Mr. Ed Guca on the phone right now. Here is another tune by Mr. Guca with the Polish Canadians. Here's one called I Want You Waltz.
I am lonely 'cause I want you. I know what love means to me and you. The river that flows now between us is shallow but still can be crossed. I'm dreaming and hoping you want me 'cause I want you. what you want, to be happy and live for you. Give me a chance to show love that's true. Mountains are high, but I'll climb them. Dreams crumble unless you try. I am happy, I know I'll find you.
What a voice, and he still has it because he's recording songs. He's got something brand new in the mix, and we'll get a chance to talk about that in just a few minutes. But right now, I'm going to switch things over to Mr. Ed Guca up in Canada. Ed, can you hear me?
Robin, good evening.
Hey.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
How are you, sir?
And all the way from Canada, way up north here, where it's really cold today. I'll tell you, I don't want to be outside today. It was unbelievable cold.
Oh,
But it's not like I guess. What's the temperature down in Buffalo right now?
Oh, I'd say we're in the upper 20s right now, and that, of course, is Fahrenheit, not Celsius, so don't ask me to do any math, because I can't.
I was going to try and figure it out real quick.
He'll probably know it before we will. But yeah, it's about 26, 27 degrees right now here in the Western New York area, Ed.
It's
Well,
minus
you know what? It's almost the same here. So I
Celsius.
guess it's cold there also.
Oh, yes, here, here.
Oh, well.
Hey, Ed, listen.
What can we do? It's winter.
Yep, that's exactly it. And we chose the area to live in. We're not in the Florida market or anything, or out in sunny California, but, you know, we're happy with where we live, and that's all that matters right now. Hey, Ed, I do want to thank you ever so much for taking the time to join Jerry and I this evening for Polkas After Dark. You know, I reminded the folks that you were very gracious enough to come on back in August of 2021, on August the 22nd, during that nasty pandemic that we had. And everybody, of course, everybody was locked behind closed doors. So we also had a very captive audience, too, if you remember.
Yes, I remember. I mean, everybody was at home. What else can you do but put on either Facebook or Polka Jammer or whatever, and at least enjoy the music, which is the best music, of course. Polka music. I mean,
Yes.
you can't go wrong with that.
No, not at all, Ed. And I'm going to start out this interview like I did about 4 years ago already. And I'm going to start out by asking you, Ed, at what age were you when you heard your first polka song?
When I heard my first polka song,
Yes.
well, I can remember probably somewhere when I was it must have been about 3.5 or 4, because we had a gramophone at home. My father had it, and at that time there were 78s only, of course.
Oh,
and
wow.
so I heard the sounds of Frank Wojnarowski, Ray Henry. Those were the two big ones that I heard. Gene Wisniewski. That's the names that I was brought up with in polka music. That's my first memory of polka music.
Beautiful. And you also started playing polkas at an early age back in high school. But first of all, I want to ask you, I know you play an excellent clarinet and a sax. Do you play anything else, Ed?
Well, I actually started off with accordion,
Oh.
and I would have probably played accordion, but my best buddy, Mr. Eddie Grzesiek, who unfortunately is no longer with us, he played accordion too, and both of us wanted to start a polka band, and we were competing. And it was very difficult because I was using the drummer that he was using. He was using the trumpet player I was using, and it was a mess.
Oh.
So we got together, and at that time I said, look, I'm starting clarinet in school right now. Why don't I start on clarinet? You be the accordion player because you're a good accordion player, and I'll take clarinet and sax. And from that point, I put the accordion down and started on on clarinet and sax.
Clarinet and sax. Now, do you also play trumpet a little bit?
I did for a while. In fact, there was one CD I did. It was the more fiddling and around. I did all the trumpet work on that one.
Oh, wow.
And then we also did From Poland with Love. I also did some trumpet work on that one. After that, I gave up trumpet because I had better trumpet players than I ever was. So I said, no, I'll stick with with clarinet and sax, and let the trumpet players do the good stuff.
Now, what was the name of the first band that you guys put together, Ed?
In high school, that was called Polka Aces.
Polka Aces.
And right, and I believe that was in 1957.
Whoa. 1957?
Yes.
Holy smokes. So you've been at it for quite a long time, sir.
Oh, I think too long.
Can never be too long, Ed. Not with your talent and gift. Absolutely not. Can never be too long. Now, with the band, the Aces, where did you go to after that?
Well, after the Polka Aces, that's when we started. I guess we were with Polka Aces for a long time, and we got involved with this fellow from Chicago called Little Wally.
Oh.
And there's a big story about that, but we won't go into that right now. But anyways, we did team up with Little Wally, and Little Wally liked the music, and he says, you guys are very good. You're good musicians, but I'll tell you what, with the name Polka Aces, you ain't going to do nothing. And he says, you know what? Change your name to Polish Canadians, and I'll tell you, you go places. And so we took his advice.
Wow.
I mean, who wouldn't take the advice of Little Wally? And that's when Polish Canadians came into being. Same musicians, just a name change.
Oh, that is amazing. So Little Wally is accredited with giving Ed Guca's Polish Canadians the band name. That is amazing.
That's correct.
Holy smokes. Geez. So after a while, the band evolved. I remember seeing you in the 1970s. We've got some great people here in Facebook that are saying, hello, Ed. And that, of course, is Bev Ceremet, Beverly Sims. You remember the Sims family down in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. And let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, and also Sue Howard, a.k.a. Sue Darlak, is also saying hello to you this afternoon. And it's amazing to talk to you because, I always enjoy chatting with you, but like at any other dance or any other event, it's like, hi, Ed, how you doing? How's Vanja? Everything okay? Oh, good. And then we kind of go our separate ways. So I really enjoy getting a chance to chat with you, and I'm sure our viewers and listeners do as well, Ed. So thank you. But I remember seeing the Polish Canadians back in the 1970s. And I believe the first time I saw you was at a place, and I'm going to jog your memory here. It was Hardy's Pub in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Do you remember that?
Yes, it was started by Joe Feeder.
Yes.
Feeder's Grove. He started that, and I remember we, at that time, we were playing a Friday night dance. We played in Toronto with Eddie Blazonczyk. We brought in Eddie Blazonczyk every year, the first Friday after Easter. And that Saturday, we went down to Hardy's Pub. And it was one of our first big engagements in the States. And that's where we met a lot of promoters, a lot of DJs, and a lot of polka fans. It was so exciting for us. I can still feel the excitement of that whole weekend right now. Like, we didn't sleep for a week after just talking about it.
Beautiful. And so let's see, you played with, or you started the Polish Canadians, you worked with them for quite a while, and then there was another offshoot of that particular band called the Canadian Fiddlesticks, which, correct me if I'm wrong, you also worked with that band for a while.
Yeah, well, they're part of, actually what started happening is from the Polish Canadians, some of the musicians were unable to travel anymore. They either didn't want it because it takes a lot on you, and a few of the musicians were a little older than I was, and so it was just too much to be traveling and going to work every day. So some of them decided to sort of retire, and I got some different musicians, but I know this as well as probably you know, as every musician knows, is that you say you're going to retire, but something gnaws inside of you, and after a few years, like, I got to get back into it. It's like you're on some sort of drug or anything, and you got to get back in it. So a few of them got back together, and it did start the Canadian Fiddlesticks. And both of us were traveling a lot, Canadian Fiddlesticks. Eddie Homeniuk was in charge of that. And I guess there was a time when I sort of said, this is too much for me. We had a family, 2 girls growing up, and I said, I can't do all that traveling anymore. And so I said, well, I'm going to stop the traveling. At the same time, the Canadian Fiddlesticks, they lost one of their musicians, Jerry Androsky. He didn't want to travel anymore. And Rick Malkiewicz called me up and said, Ed, listen, Jerry's retiring now. Is there any chance that you want to join the band? I says, well, I just retired. I'll tell you, I'll do it if I don't have to do anything. If you guys do all the work, all the bookings, I'll just come in and play, and I'll help along with recording and with music and everything, but I don't want to be in charge. They said, fine. So I joined that group right now, and we played, I guess, 3 or 4 years together. And then everybody decided that was it for traveling. It was just getting too much. And so we said, let's go on a high note. And that was it.
And that's exactly what you guys did. That is for certain. What an amazing career you've had. But it's funny, Ed, because it didn't stop there. You have recorded with some fantastic musicians along the way. I was talking with a good friend of yours, Tim Rohal, Tim and Marlene, yesterday, because we all attended the Buffalo Polka Booster Christmas party, which was fantastic. And hats off again to Chris Tansky and her gang. But got a chance to talk to Tim and Marlene, and they were saying, some great stuff that you have done over the years. Tim, I guess, recorded with you at one point, correct?
Oh, yes. Tim recorded on a few CDs. He did bass work on the More Fiddling Around, and I think that's the only one on RAM. And he toured with us for about a year or a year and a half. Then he went his own separate way. And then lately, when we're playing again for the last few years, we were only in the Toronto area. We weren't traveling outside too much.
Okay.
And he joined the band again. and he was on the last CD that we did, the You've Got Polkas CD.
You've Got Polkas.
So, Tim, great musician, and a great personality. I always enjoyed having Tim Hall in the band.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Yes, he's definitely an excellent musician. He plays a couple of his instruments upside down and sideways, but you can't really look at him that way because he is a prized possession for any band that he's had the pleasure and opportunity to play with. And I'm laughing because he plays bass upside down just like I do. And but one thing that I cannot do, Ed, that he does is he plays the accordion upside down.
He does, and I'll tell you, I can't remember the date right now, but I think it was somewhere in the 1990s. I did a tour into Florida with Little Wally.
Okay.
And I had to have some musicians with us, and Tim was the only one that I could get on accordion. I had a Little Ronnie on concertina. I had, let's see now, I had Yachishin. He was a good trumpet player that played with us many, many times. And Guy Robinson was on drums at that time.
Okay.
And Tim had to do accordion. And yes, he did play accordion backwards. He played the keyboard. It was so funny. I've got a few pictures of that, and I look at it. I forgot about that, and I says, what the heck is he doing playing the accordion upside down? But yeah, he was able to do it, and like I said, great musician.
Yes, yeah, here. And you know what, it's funny too, sometimes you look at those pictures and you say, oh, well, gee, this must be like a negative. You need to turn it around. But that's not the case. Not the case at all. Now, you've also had some other excellent musicians along the way. You mentioned Eddie Homaniak, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. He played drums as well as fiddle, did he not?
He played drums, fiddle, and also bass. Actually, when we see, he wasn't in the band when we had the Polish Canadians.
Okay.
We didn't have a bass player, but we played the Chicago style of music. And all of a sudden, this one person comes up to me, and I knew who he was. I knew that he was a drummer. And he says, I've always wanted to play in a band like you guys. I know you have a drummer, but listen, you don't have a bass player. If I learned how to play bass, would you hire me? And I said, well, we do need a bass player. We sort of had pickup bass players, but nothing that was steady.
Yeah.
So we said, Eddie, if you pick up the bass, and sure, we're glad to have you in. About a month or so later, get a phone call, Ed, I'm ready with the bass, if you will. So, Zingo, he learned how to play the bass, and he, I guess, played with us bass until our drummer, Joe Bennell, got married, and he wanted to take a year off touring Europe on his honeymoon. So he wasn't going to be available. Then Eddie Homaniak says, well, I play drums. And we said, well, then you're on drums, and we're going to find another bass player.
Oh, that's priceless. That really is. Now, you also played with a couple of brothers, and I am talking the Malkevich brothers. Ricky, God rest his soul, Jerry. Jerry, we miss Jerry as well. I think the only last man standing is Stash. And I don't know if he's still up in the Canada, Ontario area, or if he has moved. Do you know where he's actually hanging his hat?
No, he's still up just north of Toronto, almost in the suburbs of Toronto. Kleinburg, I think, is the little town called.
Kleinburg, okay.
But yes, we actually started off with Stash, with Stan Malkevich. He is the one that replaced Eddie Homanyuk on bass. So when
Okay.
Eddie Homanyuk went onto drums, we actually found Stan, and he was sort of a rocker at that time. He was not into polkas anything.
Oh,
He
really?
was, big. He was into rock and roll, but his family, of course, was Polish, and they were into sort of the polka scene. And Stan got into it very quickly. The bug caught him very quickly. I think within about
Wow.
2 months of being with us, he says, yeah, I'm in. I'm into this polka music. And then when one of our other musicians, other trumpet player, that's sort of Lorny Yachishid, he wasn't able to play with us anymore. All of a sudden, Stan says, my younger brother is taking up trumpet, and he's getting pretty good with it. Maybe you want to try him out. His name's Ricky. And we said, well, why not? So we got Ricky in on a rehearsal, and boy, did he amaze us. I mean, he was unbelievable on that trumpet. And he was so young, he would come up and he would say, hello, Mr. Guca. Hello, Mr. Homanyuk. Hello, Mr. Olesh. It was all so polite. And was just, look, stop with the mister. You're part of the band. So, first name basis. And of course, Stan played violin. Eddie Homanyuk played violin, and Ricky played violin.
Yes.
So we started to incorporate that into our music, and did a lot of fiddle work, which became one of our signature acts.
Yes, yes. And I had the honor and the privilege to play with Ricky several times with John Gura's band, Gurale.
Yes.
And you're saying the musicianship and the talent, the gift that those guys had, just amazing. Really, really, truly amazing guys. So, let's fast forward a little bit. In 2009, Ed Guca was inducted into the IPA Hall of Fame.
Yes, that was one of the highlights of my career. I mean, it's something every musician sort of dreams of, to be indicted into the Polka Hall of Fame. I remember when I got the call that I was in, I thought it was some joke, haha, sure. And, no, this is no joke. This is for real. And boy, it was like a shock went through me. And I'll tell you, it's something that, it's an honor to be. You feel like maybe I did accomplish something. Maybe, somebody likes the music. So it was a great honor.
You sure did. And, well-deserved honor as well, Ed. Now let me ask you, I'm going to change the direction here a little bit. What kind of personal favorite genre of music do you like to listen to, Ed, when you're not playing or listening to polkas?
Not listening, it's probably either Latin music or old country music. Something from, in country, the music of the 50s and 60s, or anything Latin. Cuban music, Spanish music. I love that beat, the way they incorporate the beats. It gives you almost that same feeling as polka, that happiness that goes with it. Those are about the only, and of course I like the new Polish music, the disco polo, which we've been playing also for a long time.
Yes.
It's, very close to polka music, but completely different beat.
Yes. Let's see. We also have Don Zastavna out there in the Albany Cohoes area. She is tuned in. She says hello. Also, just noticed here that Catherine Severiniak is tuned in today, and that is Scrubby's sister-in-law. And I have not seen her.
Wow.
I've not seen her and talked to her in a long time. So you are bringing some people out of the woodwork, Ed, just so you know. This is fantastic. It really is. But we've got some great people here. Our viewers and listeners are really super. And every chance that we get when we bring somebody new on for an interview on a Sunday afternoon, well, it's not only a pleasure for us, but it's a pleasure for everybody tuning in. Now, Ed, tell me a little bit about where you grew up. Did you grow up in Toronto?
Yes, I did. I was born in Toronto, and I've been here all my life. And actually, we've been in the same house now for over 50 years on the
Wow.
west end of Toronto. So, great city. I mean, I've been to a lot of cities, and I enjoy I enjoy Chicago. I enjoy New York. I enjoy Florida. All the great cities in the States, and of course, I enjoy Poland and Warsaw and Krakow, where we've been a couple of times.
Oh,
But I always come back to Toronto, and I said, yes, Toronto is home.
that's great. We also have another guy on here. He and his wife are tuning in on our YouTube channel, and you'll probably remember this name or know this name very, very well, Mr. Les and Alice Kapuscinski. They are tuned in as well, and I know you and Les have been friends for many, many years.
Yes, Les and Alice, terrific friends, and we've had a lot of great times with Les and Alice. And actually, Les, and I hope Alice also, comes to Toronto, because this coming Wednesday, we are going to be recording a radio show, our regular Christmas radio show for the Polka Jammer Network.
Yes.
And actually, John Guca is going to be here, and Les, of course. And we always have a big little spread after we finish, a little party. So, yeah, Les, as you're listening, don't forget Wednesday, 11 o'clock, you're here in Toronto. Don't forget.
And I'm sure he will not, trust me, because Jerry and I love to listen to that. You've been doing that for a little while now with yourself and John and also Les on the Polka Jammer. I remember catching it last year and I believe the year before, but how long have you been doing that on the Polka Jammer Network?
I think we've been doing it for about 7 or 8 years.
Wow.
That would be a Christmas special show.
Gotcha. And you had mentioned Little Wally, and Little Wally's sound was really not like a push sound or anything. It was actually a honky style band. And I like asking this question now of a lot of the musicians that we interview. Do you prefer push or honky, or doesn't it matter to you? You love them both.
I love them both. I think both sides, because again, I was brought up with Wojnarowski and Ray Henry, the East Side bands, and I still listen to them. And when I put them on, the music was great. And then I'll put on Little Wally and Eddie Blazonczyk, Marion Lush, and I feel just the same way. It's just great. Both sides. It's polka music, and it has that happy feeling that you lose all inhibitions and you just love the sound, and it hits you in the chest somewhere and in your heart, and it's the greatest sound, no matter what it is. Eastern, Chicago, even Slovenian, I enjoy.
Yes, here. Well, I have some pictures that we are showing of you with various musicians, and of course, Walter Ostanek. I know that you're pretty good friends with Walter as well.
Yes, I am. We've been together. We played a couple of times together. In fact, a couple of years ago, I think 2 years ago, we played together in St. Catharines, both bands, and it was great. And also, many times that we've met each other either in the States or in Canada.
Yeah, yeah. You have recorded with so many groups and so many variations of the Polish Canadians. And what are some of the studios that you have recorded in, Ed? Because I know you have your own studio now, and you've had that for a while, and you're also working on a new project, which I want to make sure that we discuss that at some point too. But tell us some of the studios that you've recorded in over the years.
Well, we recorded at Bel Air. Bel Air, I think we recorded an album every year for 5 years. That was in the 70s. And then, what's the one in Youngstown?
That is Peppermint Studios, Mr. Gary Ramey.
Yes. So I've recorded at Peppermint.
Oh.
And also, we recorded in Omaha, Nebraska, in a 4-track studio, a portable studio. The studio was brought into a high school auditorium, and we literally did an album. It was called Days of Wine and Polkas.
I have that
we
one.
Actually did that. We did that in 3 hours, and we had to do it quickly because we were flying back to Toronto, and we were getting close to the time where we had to get to the airport. And I remember everybody was finished. We finished the last song, and I had one more vocal to do, and everybody's in the car waiting to go. I finished the last vocal, the last part. The engineer said, "Got it," click. I zoom out into the car, and away we went to the airport. So that was one of the quickest recordings we ever did.
Unbelievable. So let me ask you this, and I know the answer more than likely here, but do you have a favorite band that you never performed with, Ed, but you always wanted to, past or present? And I know you've played with a lot of groups.
One of the bands that I would really like to perform with is Maestro's Men.
Oh. Now, wait a second. Did you or did you not perform with a couple of the guys, Dennis Polisky, out in Ludlow, Massachusetts? Were you maybe honored at some event?
Well, actually, when I received the IPA award, and that year Dennis Polisky was playing in, and he asked me to do a couple of numbers after Ema Mushu, Moya, and another song that they recorded, one of my songs, Toop Toop, and I performed that with them. But I always wanted to play along with them a little more. So what I had to do is, on our 50th anniversary, I had to hire Dennis and Maestro's Men to come to Toronto to play at our 50th anniversary, and I thought I'd perform with them at that time, and I actually did. I went up and we sang a couple of numbers, which was great, but I forgot to bring in my clarinet at that time. I had it there, and I said, "Oh heck, my only chance," and I missed it.
Well, I'm sure you will get another opportunity at some time in the not too distant future, Ed. That is for sure. Let me ask you this: do you have a most memorable gig that you played? And this could have been maybe a small crowd, but the band was really, really on that night. Or maybe this is the largest crowd you ever performed for. Do you remember your most memorable gig?
I remember one that was in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, and it was an outdoor festival. This was probably the second year that we traveled in the States, and it was an outdoor picnic. Not really a picnic, but an outdoor concert.
Yep.
And I remember the promoter coming up to me and saying, "You know, this is the biggest crowd we've got. I think we had 10,000 people.
And that I
And
know
I said,
exactly. I know
wow.
exactly where that was, Ed, because I attended that event. I remember people were sitting all over the lawn. You'd take a look up on the hill, and there would just be a massive amount of people, and that was for Mr. Johnny Sims.
Yes, it was. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. You just jogged my memory, Dave.
yeah, and Beverly Sims is here with us today. She had also mentioned that she had enjoyed dancing with Little Ronnie, and also Sue Darlak did as well. What happened to Ronnie?
Ronnie, unfortunately, passed away about 4 years ago. Actually, when he was playing with us, the doctors told him, because of his condition, they said, you know, Ronnie, you are probably not going to be able to last more on past your 40s. And, well, you know, when a doctor tells you that, you feel sad.
Sure.
Ronnie made it till he didn't listen to the doctors. He says, I'm not listening to you. I'm going to continue. He made it to 74.
Oh, God bless him. That is totally amazing. Oh, it just sent shivers down my spine because I knew Ronnie very well. Always a very nice man to talk with. Played one heck of a concertina with you guys. And,
oh yeah, he was really good on that. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see here. And Ed, who did you idolize growing up? And it could be anybody in polka music, another genre, or maybe nobody involved in music at all. Who did you idolize?
Actually, I idolized my uncle George, because he was in a polka band here in Toronto, a band that never recorded. It was the Norm Haikowski band, but they played every weekend weddings. It was basically a wedding band, and I guess in the 50s and the 60s, Polish weddings every weekend. That was there was three bands actually. There was Mitch Zaleski, who had a band. There was Joe Jędraski. Oh yeah, John Sava, and of course Norm Haikowski. And my uncle played with Norm Haikowski, and my accordion teacher was there also, Mr. Walter Rashuk, and a trumpet player that I used later on, and he was on one of our recordings and played almost till he gave up, Mr. Mickey Subling. But anyways, my uncle was on sax and clarinet, and I guess that's why when I was in high school, I decided to take clarinet, because I really looked up to my uncle, and my uncle was always pushing me. He says, you know, keep your music, keep practicing. And every time we did a recording, I would take it to my uncle and then let him listen. And he always says, yes, so, nie, jest takie dobre, jest dobre, ale może być lepsze. So he always said, you know, it's good what you're doing. It's good, but it could be better. And I guess I says, okay, Uncle George, the next one's going to be better. So he was my inspiration all the time through recording.
That is beautiful. I also have another gentleman on here that you may recognize the name, Marty Olshansky. He's tuned in on our YouTube channel, and he says hi to Ed. He says, I remember Carol and I heard Ed in the early 70s at a great Polish wedding in Youngstown, Ohio. Now,
I remember. I think that's, we only played about one or two weddings in the States, and I think I remember that one a long, long time ago. You know, you're bringing in all these memories that I forgot about, which is great.
I'm not bringing back all of them. A lot of the viewers and listeners are chiming in on those, as a matter of fact. But you have had the honor of performing with so many great musicians. Do you have a favorite song that you like to sing or play? And I also want to make mention here, because I'm going to probably forget, I want to talk about the E Mamushumoya. But let's first of all find out, do you have a favorite song that you like to sing or play, Ed?
Actually, one of the ones that I really like is a song called Wedding Day.
Wedding Day. Okay.
Yes, it was recorded on a Bel Air album made in Canada. I believe in 1972.
Wedding Day made in Canada. Okay, I don't know if I know I have the Made in Canada recording, or I thought I did. Yep, I'm sure I do at some point. So I'm going to have to look that one up. Now, I also mentioned E Mamushumoya, a song that I remember off of the Red album. I can't remember the actual name of the recording label, but it was an amazing song. It also had Airplane Ride on it. Yeah, Jemmy, yeah, Jemmy. That was unbelievable too. But E Mamushumoya, where did that song come from?
Well, I guess the history of it really is that my mom passed away when I was very young, when I was only in grade 7, which means I was about 10 or 11 years old. And when we were recording the song, I was thinking about some songs, and I'm thinking that, well, a lot of my friends are getting married, and I know the moms are happy about that, and the dads are happy, but if I get married, gee, I don't have a mom. My mom passed away. And I'm thinking, what would be like to be able to talk to my mom as I'm getting engaged or getting married? And it sort of came out, and I'm talking to my mom who passed away. I'm asking her, hey, Mom, I have a girl that I like. And I'm asking my mom how to permission. And that melody sort of came up as I was doing, and decided, let me write the whole song down. And when we put it out, I never knew it was going to become such a big hit. In fact, it wasn't the lead song on the album, but it started getting a lot of airplay, and then Eddie Blazonczyk recorded it later, and about two or three other bands recorded it, and the News used it as their theme song.
Yes.
Instrumentally. So, but it's basically me talking to my mom, who passed away, about getting permission to get married.
Well, I want to thank you very much for making me tear up and cry a little bit. I had to hit the mute button, but that's an amazing story. That really is, and so heartfelt that you chose that route to do a song. That's truly amazing, and I've always loved that song because you performed that down at Hardy's Pub a couple of times when you guys were down there, I remember, and just an amazing trip down memory lane is where you're taking me right now, Eddie. Tell me some more about some of the songs that you have cut recently. You had mentioned you and I had a chance to talk briefly, and you had an issue with a speaker, one of your monitors in the studio, and you had to send that down to New York in the States to get repaired. And unfortunately, you couldn't send just one. You had to send them both, box them up and send them both. But tell us a little bit about that, and then go in, if you would, to the project that you are working on now.
Well, this project we've been working on, it's a new CD, and we recorded the songs a while back. started mixing it, and just as we were mixing it, we thought that it was going to be out just before Christmas. We thought we'll get this out. Actually, we thought it was going to be released about 2 weeks ago. But as we were mixing, all of a sudden, one of the speakers, the monitor speakers, gave out. And what can you do? So basically, I called a place in Toronto. It's called Long and McQuaid Music. And that's where I bought the speakers. And they said, the type of speakers you have, they're fantastic. But the only place that can repair them is the company in New York. Wow. So we had to ship the speakers up to New York, and I guess they were gone for almost a month, which put us back. Sure. And actually, I thought that I would be able to feature one of the songs on this show today, but unfortunately, still not quite ready. So I just didn't want to come out with an unfinished product to play a song.
That's totally understandable,
anyway,
Edu. But tell us some of the. Are you able to divulge the name of the title of the CD or any of the songs, or do you want to hold off on that?
Well, we don't even have a title yet. We've been thinking about it, but one of the names that I think we're going to come up with, and I was thinking, is One for the Road. And I think that is because we're all getting up in age, and, well, that might be the last one. But anyways, you never know. But anyways, here's One for the Road that should be out.
That is going to be nice. We also have another gentleman that had always respected your music. He's tuned in, is Mr. Ray J. Ray Yaroshinsky is here with us in Facebook, and also his wife, Marianne, they're tuned in. And Ray J played his final gig this past Sunday, a week ago today. He has decided to retire as well.
Ray J, what the heck's wrong with you? Geez, you're still a young guy. You're about 10 years younger than me, and I just retired more or less the last half a year. Gee, Ray J, you got another 10 years to go.
Yeah, there you go. As a matter of fact, I did get a chance to speak briefly with Ray off air about 2 weeks ago. I wished him, great success in his retirement. And I also told him, I said, Ray, you've got to come on and chat with us maybe in January, February, or March, whenever he has a free moment, because, now he's got kids and the grandkids and everything like that. So, that, of course, ties up a lot of his time. But I told him some Sunday, I'm going to snatch him up and we're going to get a chance to chat in depth, because Ray J joined us quite many years ago during the COVID, and was very, very gracious to take some time and come on just like you and chat with us today. But, you're right. And Ray, I actually, when I had left the Sounds back in 1981, I played the entire year of 1982 with Ray. He took me under his wing and said, I need a trumpet player. Let's go ahead and we'll have you play. I ended up playing with Matt Gregg from the Polka Jets originally. He was playing clarinet and sax, and just had a lot of fun with Ray. And I can't thank him enough for that either, because it's, my love is honky style music, playing with the Trelltones, and some other guys along the way. Matt Vezhaleski, of course, gave me my start with the Polka Jets back in 1973. But I've always loved honky style music, but I have to admit that I love a good push style band as well. And Ray J had it both. He had honky, but then he also incorporated a little bit of push style music as well into it. So it was just amazing. Now I am going to, I hate to keep you on here this long. I just have 2 more questions for you, Ed. And again, please apologize to your family for me keeping you so long. It's about 6:15 here, and usually we like to go 5:30 to 6 p.m., but you're just so easy to talk to that it's It's just great, and I appreciate that, and so does Jerry. And so, two questions that I have left for you is: do you have a favorite breakdown story that you can share with us?
A breakdown story?
Yeah.
Not a breakdown story, but a scary story.
Okay, go ahead.
This is when we were going in 1977, when we were traveling to Poland for the first polka festival in Poland. Mr. Tony Jankowski is the one that got us going there, and we had a plane of people. We had about 93 people from Canada going there.
Ooh.
So we flew to New York, and then we took the LUT from New York, and it was through the night. So we traveled through the night, and it was, I guess, in the morning. We're still up in the air, and John Rohal, which is Tim's dad, was with us. He had his violin with him, and I had my violin with me too. We didn't want to put the violin in baggage because it's a sensitive instrument. So we had him with it. Tony Kankowski come in. Hey, listen, why don't you guys take out the violin and play a few songs here? And we said, oh, what the heck, why not? So we got our violin and we started playing Hey Góry, Moje Góry. And lo and behold, a few of the women got up and started dancing. We're how many miles up in the air, and they're dancing there on the plane, and we go, whoa, don't do that, don't disturb the plane.
Oh, is
So
that right? That's funny.
We sort of stopped and said, you know. So that was, it wasn't a breakdown, but I don't know what would have happened if we kept going.
Oh, that definitely would have been a, well, we wouldn't be talking right now. I'd be talking to Les Kapuscinski or somebody, or Guca, if that were the case. Oh, but, and
That's right.
Hey, Ed, and also one final question for you. What would Ed Guca say to someone who wants to get involved in music? Either they want to be a leader of a band, a musician, a vocalist, a front man. What advice would you give to that person, Ed?
You have to persevere with it. You have to believe in yourself. First of all, learn the basics of music, the structure of music, to be able to read music.
Yeah.
And once you learn how to, you have to have that fundamental. You just can't say, pick up an instrument and I'll start playing. Learn the fundamentals of music. Learn C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, your scale, your sharps and flats, and just basic knowledge. And after that, start playing songs. Read music, play the songs with the music, and then to really get into it is put the music away, close your eyes, and play that song without looking at the music. Play and find the feeling inside you, how you want that to come out. And if you just come out and you're doing the same thing, well, you haven't quite got it out of you. But if you're able to do that song and play it without the music, eyes closed, and you feel an energy and you feel a glow inside you that, wow, I'm doing something with the song, that's when you're really going to start being a musician.
Wow.
And I see that with a lot of the young musicians. I can tell, especially I'll tell you, with the musicians that Michael Costa is using in the beat. I've seen those young musicians, the three of them, accordion, bass, and drums. I've seen them evolve over about the last 2 years, because we've had them in Toronto and at the Polish Festival in September. and I've watched them evolve. And boy, they are at the point where they found that. And when you do that, that's when you become a musician. So persevere, learn your basic stuff, and then try to get the feeling out of yourself.
Well, that is an amazing story, and I do have to also add that Jerry and I, after this broadcast, we are going to go down to our local supermarket and purchase a couple of lottery tickets because Jeff Yash, Nick and Alex's father, and Seabass, of course, Sebastian Pukowski, he mentioned that, and he said Nick, Alex, and Seabass also looked up to Ed and his Polish vocals. And I know they often chatted when the beat played in Roncesvalles over the last few years. So you just mentioned that. You're not watching a prompter or a screen, and Jeff Yash just typed that in. So Jerry and I, after we are done with this broadcast, we are heading on down, and we're going to buy some lottery tickets. And who knows, if we win big, we'll probably split it with you guys, all of you.
Hey, that'll be great,
And again, thank you so very much. You are an awesome individual to speak with. It's truly an honor and a privilege to do that with you this afternoon and this evening. And just, keep everybody in your hearts as we do, all of our polka friends and polka fans. We love it when we're able to speak with folks just like you who have a lot of background in polka music, and can't thank you enough, not only for joining us today, but also your musical contribution, Ed, because you are the reason why a lot of us have played the music, have played your songs that you wrote.
Well, Robin and Jerry, thank you for having me on your show. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it brings back memories that I've forgotten about, but I really enjoyed it. And I would like to say to all your listeners and friends and fans, I'd like to wish everybody this season two of the things that I feel are most important. The two gifts that are most important is your health and happiness.
Yes.
And I wish that for everybody, for the season and for next year, that all of you are healthiest and happiest that you've ever been. Thank you once again for having us. I really enjoyed talking to you and to all your listeners.
Hey, Ed, well, thank you very much. I love you, buddy. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye now. Hey, folks, that, of course, wow. I've never heard somebody explain. I mean, we have people that we ask that question of, Jerry, that says, well, what advice would you give to somebody? And he hit it out of the ballpark.
Absolutely.
I
You
mean,
have to
that's-
feel what you're playing.
Wow.
And that is, you can learn it, but you have to feel it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point.
Unreal. And again, we thank the man that has made a lot of people happy with his music and continues to do so to this day. And we can't wait to hear that brand new recording going to be released soon as he gets everything fired up and ready to go. And we also want to make sure that we let you guys know about that big Christmas special with John Guca, Ed Guca, and Les Kapuscinski over there on the PolkaJammerNetwork.org. That's going to be coming up. We'll probably get a chance to ask Les a little bit about that because we see him, or at least he frequents the broadcasts a lot. He also assists with a lot of these pictures. And again, Les, we can't thank you enough for everything that you contribute to Polkas After Dark for Jerry and I. A lot of these photographs that you're seeing right now, Les, of course, authored these, and we thank you so much. but we'll find out from Les when that actually is so that we can promote that as well.
Absolutely.
Hey, folks, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark, our broadcast link. Yeah, see?
Flashback.
I'm dating myself. Wow.
I still do that once in a while, and I catch it going, oh, nope, it's YouTube.
Yes, it is now YouTube. It's changed. Hey, we're going to play that song by Ed Guca. Boy, Jerry, you had stepped away from the microphone, and he had mentioned when he wrote this song, Ema Mushimoya, and I'll make sure that I play that back for you a little bit later. Hey, don't forget, folks, if you missed any part at all of this interview and any of the others, you can actually get a chance to hear them once again and see the beautiful pictures that Les and everybody assists providing. Eddie, we got a few off of his Facebook page as well, but you can catch that on youtube.com. Just type in Polkas After Dark and type in Ed Guca, Guca, interview, and you'll be able to catch it in its entirety. Here's a song called Mamushu Moya.
Droga, mam kochaneczkę. Ej, mamusiu droga, ładną laleczkę. Chcę się z nią ożenić, proszę pozwól mnie. Chcę się z nią ożenić, ona kocha mnie. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ej, mamusiu droga, mam 20 lat. Ej, mamusiu droga, robię już 2 lat. Przecież mam pieniądze, kupię pierścionek. Przecież mam pieniądze, kupię jej domek. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ale ci grają tu muzykanci, ale wesoło, wesoło. Mamusiu droga, nie smuć, że się nie. Ja cię nie zostawię samemu, jeśle syna to nie zgubisz, córkę dostaniesz. Syna to nie zgubisz, córkę dostaniesz. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ej, mamusiu droga, choć ja cieszę się. Ej, mamusiu droga, teraz masz dobrze. Synaś nie zgubiła, córkęś dostała. Synaś nie zgubiła, córkęś dostała. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh yeah, Ema Mushu Moya. Let's get another tune here up by Mr. Ed Guca. Before we change some things around for the holiday, we also want to remind you about some really great things that are going to be happening, including next week, Saturday, as we are going to be doing a broadcast for Mr. Tommy Golden. And that is going to be our tribute. Also, I want to make mention, too, that anybody that tuned in WXRL 1300 AM yesterday and caught Mike Pasheb's Rock and Polkas show, his tribute, of course, to Jimmy Nowaczewski. That was awesome, too. And, of course, a couple of weeks ago, of course, he did one for Tom Golden. And Jerry and I are going to be doing one upcoming for Tommy. And that is going to be coming up on Saturday, which is next week Saturday, December the 20th from 7 to 9 p.m. We do want you to join us. It's going to be a very happy, emotional, heartfelt type of celebration for Tommy. What a very, very talented guy. We've got people sending us pictures, and it's just going to be a lot of fun looking through a lot of that stuff and just reminiscing about Tom, not only his amazing drumming techniques, but Sharon and everybody at the table were talking about it yesterday. You know, Tommy had one hell of a vocal.
He did. He did.
And, you know, that's something that you can't take away from somebody, that's for sure. And it's just very difficult to replace something like that. You know, anybody can play a trumpet or drums or accordion, but man, when it comes to those vocals that you have loved over the many, many years with the different bands that Tommy had performed with, you know, it's amazing stuff. Hey, let's go ahead and bring up one more song by Mr. Guca. Here's one called Oh Ha Ha, Ooh Ha Ha. Hey, gonna send a big shout out to Steve Gramala down in Dunkirk.
Serce nie masz, czy ty do mnie serce nie masz? Trudno, ha, 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 ha. Czy ty do mnie serce nie masz? Czy ty do mnie serce nie masz? Trudno, ha, 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 ha. Czy ty do mnie serce nie masz? Czy ty do mnie serce nie masz? To się stroisz, do roboty to postoisz, do roboty to postoisz, trudno, ha, 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 ha. Do roboty to postoisz, do roboty to postoisz, trudno, ha, 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 ha. Do roboty to postoisz, do roboty to postoisz, do robotyś przylędliwa, do kochania aż zachciwa, do kochania aż zachciwa. Trudno, ha, 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 ha. Do kochania aż zachciwa, do kochania aż zachciwa. Trudno, ha, 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 ha. Do kochania aż zachciwa, do kochania aż zachciwa.
Polka music at its finest right here, Polkas After Dark. Hey, now is around the time that Jerry and I get a chance to say thanks so much for putting us on this evening. If you've been listening in your car,
Thanks for the ride.
and also you are tuned to Polkas After Dark, don't forget to catch us next week, Saturday. However, on Sunday, there is no show, there is no interview, because we have some things that we are going to be doing here family-wise. And then also the week after, which is Sunday, the 28th.
I'm sorry.
What's that?
Saturday's the tribute, which is the 27th.
The 7th, yes,
Yeah,
for
okay.
Jimmy
And then you said
Novichesky.
this
Yes.
was- I
this is
apologize for interrupting.
No. That, I'm used to it. You always do that. There is an interview, and it is with, believe it or not, a gal that I have known for many, many years, and she is 82 years young, and her name is Irene Jarosz, and Irene Jarosz. And we are going to be bringing her on to talk about her years in polka music, playing with her husband, Bob, with the Soundabouts. And we are looking so forward to that. As a matter of fact, we're going to be calling her sometime tomorrow just to confirm the times and everything. But she's all excited. And we're going to be sharing some stories about Jim Novichesky, actually. So that kind of works out good because the 27th is the tribute show for Jimmy. Yes. And then we're going to be talking a little bit with Irene because Irene brought Focus out, her and her husband, to New Hampshire. And that's where we very first saw a moose. Very first and very last. And I'm talking a moose that was about the size of a 3-story house, believe it or not. Yeah. And I really wish that Chaz was still around, but maybe I'll try to get a hold of Eric or Andy Kaczmarski or somebody, Eric Bukowski, and maybe we can get a chance to chat about that, because that was just an amazing time. Hey, Polkas After Dark again is what you're tuned to, and we are going to play a beautiful Christmas song right now, and this is a little bit of a tribute to a guy that decided to retire. His band, yeah. And that, of course, is Michael Costa and The Beat. Michael and Steve, congratulations once again on your retirement. But here is something called All I Want.
Children go outside to build a snowman with a corncob pipe and coal for eyes. But there's just one thing that I am waiting for. It's the sound of your voice as you walk on through the door. 'Cause all I want is to be with you on this special day, this Christmas holiday. 'Cause all I want is to be with you on this special day. In you I hold my dreams, you are my greatest pride. On this Christmas day we toast the seasons past, and with each passing year we know our love will last. But there's so much more with you I want to share, and when I wake on Christmas Day I'll find you there. 'Cause all I want is to be with you on this special day.
one is going out to the lovely Alice Fischler up there in Canada. It is Three Roses Waltz by Ed Guca.
Róże przyniosę, każdy rok dam Tobie, żebyś pamiętała, że ktoś Cię bardzo kocha. Za pierwszy rok piękny, który był wesoły, za drugi rok lepszy, który był taki miły. Jeszcze trzy róże, dam Ci serce moje, za trzeci rok pamiętny, który był też najlepszy. Każdy rok, kochanie, róże będą Twoje, trzy róże pamiętne, bo jesteś najlepsza dla mnie.
Yeah, Ed Guca, the Polish Canadians, a little bit of Three Roses Only for You waltz, especially for Alice Fischler up there in Ontario. Hey, we're going to say hello and Merry Christmas to some friends of ours hanging their hats down in Florida. And that, of course, is John and Marge Subcheck. Thank you guys so much for tuning us in when you can. Also for Kyle Kohan. She joined us this afternoon for the interview, and thanks so much, Kyle. Hey, we have a song right now that we are going to play for you guys. Came to us by Mr. Ray Barzukevich, and here is a song called Back to Jesus.
Let's give Christmas back to Jesus. What a great gift that would be. Celebrate our Savior's birthday with old-fashioned dignity. Santa, Rudolph, elves, and Frosty surely have a role to play. But the focus of the season is the child on manger's hay. Rushing crowds and online toy sales seems like they are here to stay. Tell me, when did Merry Christmas change to Happy Holidays? While we try to lift our spirits, trading gifts and dressing trees, happiness is artificial if the Lord's an absentee. Let's give Christmas back to Jesus, bring it back where it belongs. Recognize its holy meaning, starting with this simple song. Celebrate our Savior's birthday, starting with this simple song.
Hey, here's a song called Back in My Hometown for Christmas. Here's the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars. Hello to Chester Jadosh.
I sure like those winter months when Mama knits and Papa hunts, with Polish carols playing in our home. Windows dressed in Christmas lights, snowfall days and silent nights, season's greetings everywhere you roam. Window displays are all around for Christmas shoppers in our town. Santa's greeting every girl and boy. Donations made are from the heart, so everyone can be a part of the special happy Christmas joy. I wanna be in my hometown for Christmas, where the church bells ring and the people sing. I wanna say Merry Christmas throughout the land, so you will understand our Christmas joy. Today's the day we find that tree that pleases everyone who sees the decorations chosen for this year. Chestnuts roasting on the fire, filling hearts with warm desire, shopping for all our Christmas cheer. So as short we say to all, to our past friends that we recall, God's blessings to every one of you. Midnight Mass I will attend, Christmas greetings I will send. This is what I really want to do. I want to be in my hometown for Christmas, where the church bells ring and the people sing. I want to say Merry Christmas throughout the land, so you will understand our Christmas joy. I want to be in my hometown for Christmas, where the church bells ring and the people sing. I want to say Merry Christmas throughout the land, so you will understand our Christmas joy. Ho, ho! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Hey, hey!
Everyone had a great time at St. Mary's this weekend. Thank you to the committee to keep hip hop the music alive. It's been a tradition for all these many years. Let's do one called Tup Tup.
Wokoło tańcujemy nóżkami, tup, tup, tup. Naokoło tańcujemy nóżkami, tup, tup, tup. Hej, ha, oj, dana, tańczymy do rana. Naokoło tańcujemy nóżkami, tup, tup, tup. Razem tobie wyśpiewamy tululu, tululu. Razem tutaj my śpiewamy tululu, tululu. Hej, ha, oj, dana, śpiewajmy do rana. Razem tutaj wyśpiewamy tululu, tululu. Razem sobie wypijemy na zdrowie i do dna. Razem sobie wypijemy na zdrowie i do dna. Hej, ha, oj, rana, pijemy do rana. Razem sobie wypijemy na zdrowie i do dna. Razem sobie posłuchajmy, jak klarnecie grają. Razem sobie posłuchamy, jak klarnecie grają. Hej, ha, oj, rana, słuchajmy do rana. Razem sobie posłuchajmy, jak klarnecie grają.
Hey folks, once again, don't forget to join Jerry and I next week, Saturday evening, as we pay tribute to Mr. Tom Golden live right here on Polkas After Dark, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, please make sure that you say a prayer this evening and the rest of the week for Ann Bozzarelli. God bless you all. Thank you.